Hey guys, I'm Steph and welcome to my beauty stash. Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you all so much for watching another one of my videos. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click on that subscribe button and ring that bell so that you're notified every time I have a new video upload. Today we are going to be talking about the new Love is in the Foundation brush from IT Cosmetics for Ulta Beauty. I picked this up online and it does retail for $30. Now, this brush is on its third year release. It usually gets released around this time of the year. I believe it also gets released maybe towards the beginning of the year, but it's for sure no more than twice a year that they do release this brush. Now, I am sure that you have seen a lot of beauty influencers here on YouTube using a brush that looks very similar to this to apply their foundation. Now, when I purchased this online from Ulta, I thought I was going to be purchasing that exact same brush that all of my favorite influencers here on YouTube use to apply their beautiful airbrush foundation. But as I started digging a little bit deeper and reading the reviews that are on Ulta's website, I quickly found out that this is not the same brush. But I think they want to make us think that it is. So let me talk to you a little bit about this brush. This is a heart-shaped flat top brush. It is densely packed. You have a really pretty pink and clear handle down here. It does have the name of the brush right there on the center. And it's really pretty. It's lightweight and the bristles feel soft, but it does feel dense, so it's going to be great for stippling on your foundation, concealer, and really giving you that airbrush look. Now, the reason why a lot of people are upset is because the last two versions or last 2 years that this brush has been released, it was more of a dome-shaped brush. So that is going to give you a completely different application. It will also give you a different amount of coverage and finish and all of that. Personally, I don't even like to use foundation brushes to apply my foundation. I have always found that they leave my skin with streaks. Foundation or concealer can kind of tend to cake up in certain areas. And I've just never gotten that perfect airbrush finish from using a foundation brush. I've gotten that from my beauty sponge, my damp beauty sponge, but never really from a foundation brush. Now, in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe, I've been trying to incorporate foundation brushes into my everyday makeup routine. So that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to try this. Also because, well, all of my favorite beauty influencers are using it and they have used it for years. And I thought, well, they always have great, beautiful foundation. I want that too. So that was another selling point for me. And another thing that I like about this brush is that for every brush sold, IT Cosmetics will donate one of these brushes to the Look Good, Feel Better Foundation, which helps women with the appearance-related side effects from cancer. And seeing as how my mom is a breast cancer survivor and so is my aunt, I thought, you know what? Sold. I am going to try this brush out because any product that gives to a charity that is close to my heart is a winner in my book. So I thought, great, I'm gonna get a new foundation brush. You know, it's $30. That's, you know, typical standard pricing for a foundation brush, and it's IT Cosmetics, so that's a good brand too. And I thought I'm gonna finally be like my beauty influencers, my favorite beauty influencers, and I'm gonna get that perfect, you know, airbrush finish. And then I read the reviews and found out that I am not getting the same brush that has been released the last 2 years, but nevertheless, I am going to put all of that negativity aside. I'm going to forget about what I read, and I'm going to give this brush a fair shot and pretend that I know nothing about the 2 previous years and all the negative reviews that are going on right now on Ulta's website, and I'm just gonna judge this brush for itself and for what it is. So I will be trying this brush today with 2 different types of foundations. I'm going to use a stick foundation, and I'm going to actually use the IT Cosmetics CC Cream foundation, which is more of a cream liquidy consistency. So that way I can kind of gauge how it's going to perform on my skin with those 2 different formulas, and if I'm really going to get that beautiful airbrush finish that everybody seems to be achieving with these heart-shaped brushes. So we are gonna give this guy a go today. I think it is a really pretty brush. I think it's really cute, and let's give this a fair shot. Let's pretend we don't know any of the negative reviews or the controversy surrounding it, and let's see how it does applying foundation. So let's go ahead and give this Love is in the Foundation brush a shot. On the left side of my face, I will be going in with the Hourglass Stick Foundation. And on the right side of my face, I'll be going in with the IT CC Cream Your Skin But Better Foundation. I primed my skin already with the Ulta Beauty Mattifying Face Primer. Let's give this brush a shot. I am not seeing any brush strokes, which is fantastic because I usually tend to get brush strokes every time I use a foundation brush. That's why I tend to not use them that often, but I am liking the way it's blending things out. Okay, let me take a closer look at my skin. I think that blended it out very nicely. It's really soft, but it's not overly soft. I'm able to kind of pack it on where I need to, and as a matter of fact, let me add a little bit more. I have a little blemish. I'm kind of just stippling the brush so it can provide coverage. A little blemish I have there. My cheeks are always where I tend to need the most coverage, just because of old acne scars, hyperpigmentation, stuff like that. Wow, that did a pretty great job. I do tend to use foundation brushes whenever I work with stick foundations. It doesn't matter what brand the stick foundation is. I always find that stick foundations work better and blend out better with a foundation brush. And if you need to, you can always go in with a damp makeup sponge over the areas where you lay down your foundation to just kind of, you know, get rid of any brush strokes, anything like that. But I think this brush did a great job on its own, and I'm very happy with it. So let's try the other side using a more liquid to cream based foundation. Again, this one is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. I'm gonna just start off with 1 pump since I am just doing one side of my face. Dab that. This color can get a little off for me at times. I'm in the shade Light. I don't think I've tried the fair shade. I probably need to. But this is what I have, so this is what we're using. I'm going to clean off the brush so that it doesn't have any of the Hourglass product on it. To clean the brush, I use the IT Cosmetics Brush Bath. Really love that product. Really simple, easy way to clean your brushes on the go. Just spritz it on and get a little tissue like I did and swirl it around and it's clean. So let's try this out. Wow, that is really giving me an awesome blend. I'm a little shocked. Wow, no brush strokes at all? Like, how can this be? Wow, I'm impressed. I am really just amazed because I rarely ever use foundation brushes to apply my foundation or my concealer or anything like that. And the reason why I don't use them is because they always leave brush strokes, or I don't get the seamless blend that I tend to with a makeup sponge. But I know when you use a foundation brush, you use less product, so I am really, wow, I'm very impressed. And man, I still have, look at all that. I still have at least half a pump there on my hand that this one pump would have been enough for my entire face. Even though I keep going over it, it's still not dragging the product around. It's not making it look cakey. It's just applying it the way it should. It's just working the way that everybody that I've watched, all the YouTubers that I've watched that use this, it works so well for them, and it works so well for me too. I am so impressed with this Love Is In Your foundation brush. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna try and blend my concealer out now using this brush. And the concealer that I'm going to be using is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Radiant Concealer. And let's see how it does blending this out. Wow, that did an amazing job blending out my concealer. No problems at all with it. I kind of just use this part, top part of the heart. Of course, you can even use the corner in there to kind of just get right up under your eye. But I think this brush is amazing. I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup off camera, and I will be back in a second to give you my final thoughts on this Love Is In The foundation brush by IT Cosmetics and Ulta Beauty. I thought this brush did a great job at applying both types of foundation. I think I got, for me, and as somebody who dislikes using foundation brushes and tends to not use them, I thought it did a really outstanding job. And I honestly don't know what all the fuss is about. Apparently the brush that I don't have that was released, the first year and last year, seems to be an amazing brush, but I thought this was pretty amazing too. Remember, I dislike using foundation brushes because they leave streaks on my face, and this didn't do that. I was able to stipple in to build up coverage of foundation, of concealer. I even used this to blend out my concealer under my eyes, and it worked out really well for that. I am very happy that I purchased this brush. I'm even happier that IT Cosmetics is helping out a cancer-related foundation. So guys, if it's something that you want to try, give it a shot. You don't have anything to lose, because if you don't like it, you can always return it. And Ulta has a great return policy. So if you're still on the fence, maybe go in store and try it in the store, kind of get a foundation that you're used to using, dab a little bit on the back of your hand and kind of just, stipple it in, work it in, try it out in the store if you're that worried about it not performing for you. But I'm gonna give this brush a 10. It worked really well for me, and in looking at all of the other brushes that I have, this one knocks them all out of the park. It's even better than the other IT Cosmetics foundation brushes that I have. So I thought they did a great job with it. It's such a cute brush, and it always reminds you to send some love or do everything that you're doing with love every day, all the little hearts. And it just reminds me that I love makeup and I love doing this. So it makes me happy to look at it. It's going to make me happy to use it. And I definitely think it is worth a shot, guys. So that is all that I have for you today, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in again. I will be back real soon with another video. You guys have a great day or night wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, drink your water, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.